Neck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The face you make while peeing, not actually.
God, are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Woo!
Welcome
Let's do this.
in. I hope everybody peed before they came because we don't want to see any of that. Anyway, welcome to Hit Points Not Required, a channel where all sorts of nonsense happens, including some TTRPG stuff. And tonight we have a fantastic lineup. We have an amazing story to tell you in the Monsters of the Week system. But before we begin, we have a couple of quick announcements, some stuff to get out of the way. So please just bear with us while we tell you that our 10 Candles two-shot short adventure, whatever we're calling it, part 1 is now available on our YouTube. Part 2 is still in the early viewing stage on our Patreon, where you get the earliest look at all of our special content and some really great rewards. You want a Rook's Cup or a Bitch Militia t-shirt? They are still available. Just choose which one you want when you join up. Now, I got to remind you, hit points are not required to have a good time, but there are a lot of supplies that make a world of difference in your game night. And our channel sponsor, Pangea Gaming, has a ton of stuff in stock. Handbooks, monster manuals. Hey, if it's printed, they'll get you reading it. They will ship domestically and internationally, and they even have painting supplies. So if you want your miniatures, you want to have a painting party, they even have this crazy 2 multicolored paint
It's so
stuff.
cool. It is the coolest paint.
Rook just loves it, and he will eventually get around to his fulfilling his contractual obligation of posting some of those pictures on our Discord. So please go over there to check out those pictures that he will be posting.
There's a link right now, as a matter of fact, on Discord to some of those paints if you want to check them out.
Yeah, jump on over to the Discord. There's all sorts of great stuff like that in there, around there, near there, and coming soon. And one more announcement. I just posted a movie-style poster for our studio project, The House of Ill Repute. That will be coming to our YouTube channel on May 14th. So mark down your calendar. Stop in, check out, mark down our YouTube channel with the subscribe and the notification, all the stuff you're supposed to do. You know, I don't have to tell you what to do. So without further ado, let me introduce you to tonight's group of hooligans. Starting all the way over on my right, vying for the title of most monstrous tale weaver. Say hi, Vi.
Hi, Vi. I'm super excited to tell this Monster of the Week adventure.
And we are super excited to go on it, including our fabricator of rocks that do math, Carly.
Hi, that's me. I make clicky clacky math rocks. You should check it out.
We need to go back to Vi for a second. Vi, say hi again. This is a double hi.
Hello. I will keep on talking this time until I get confirmation. Maybe talking about... Okay, I'll wait. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Okay, moving on to the people that you don't know and can't hear, to the people that you can hear. I'm not sure who they are because they like to remain anonymous. MJ.
Hello, I am Anonymous MJ. I'm looking forward to playing some Monster of the Week. I haven't played in years, but I'm here and happy.
And I am, as always, am not quite funny enough to get a few chuckles, but I keep trying. There we go. Thank you so much, MJ. It's it's good. It's good. Hearts. Below me, my doppelganger from across the pond, Lord Wainwright.
He says my name, Evil.
You're the evil twin.
It's in the contract. And our favorite shade of purple, Violet.
That's me. I'm Violet. Hello.
Well, hopefully everybody can be heard now, and we are good on that score. Fantastic. One, our producer yelling in our ear that everyone can be heard, so we should stop talking so he can be not heard. Anyway, we have one more thing to tell you about before we get started, because we don't just do this to have a good time, kill monsters, do all that. We do it to help support charities. And this week, this month, this time around the wheel, we have a very special charity, and Violet's going to tell you all about them.
Yeah, we're currently fundraising for Point of Pride, a nonprofit that serves the trans community in the US and internationally by providing access to gender affirming healthcare. Their services include free telehealth programs for people seeking hormone therapy, support packages of free binders and shapewear, as well as funding for surgery, electrolysis, and other gender affirming procedures. As the political climate makes this kind of care increasingly difficult to access, please help us help them by donating what you can.
Thank you, Violet. And now over to Vi to get us started. And I hate when y'all do that to me, but take it away, Vi.
Thank you. Before we go to our adventure and where this is happening, let's first go to the cult headquarters. As we see Jimmy walk in. Jimmy, describe your character and the cult headquarters.
Oh, well, all right. Well, so thank you. Let's get right to it. Ignore the giant cello case or regular size cello case that's just really large on my back for now. We'll get to that later. For right now, I, Jimmy, am just your regular average guy, you know, about 5'7", 5'8", dark hair, dark shirt. It's actually kind of like a sweatshirt that's got some holes in it because it's kind of well worn through, and dark fingernails, and yes, all of the typical gothic type stuff one might be wearing when they are a member of that sort of cult, including a few symbols that are painted by hand by myself, not really well done, on this old ratty sweatshirt that I'm wearing. The headquarters itself, in a word, dusty. It's like really dark, really dusty. There's like a lot of books, and there are about like 7 older gentlemen in like hoods and robes, and the usual music you would imagine in some sort of hidden basement Lovecraftian style cult headquarters. There's an altar, there are some symbols on the wall, there are a few scrolls even, and you know, just sitting around. I'm actually sitting in one of the not so easy, more folding chair type things that we have here at the weird headquarters, and I'm trying to read a book.
Amazing. As you're reading that book, you hear the distinct sound of a beer bottle opening. As the 7 cult members are all gathered around this single green beer, mesmerized by it. Yes, exactly like that. Ezekiel, you are in this group. Describe your character and how you're handling this beer.
Yeah, so Ezekiel's about 5'8", kind of scrawny, sort of kind of pallid skin, like he's been indoors all of his life. It's like bags under his eyes. He seems tired. He's got sort of scraggly, dark hair, big brown eyes, and he's wearing underneath his long sort of robes and big hood. He's got a nice little white polo shirt with a big old purple tie, some brown trousers, and some nice black leather shoes. He's about 18 and just looks like a big square. That's the easiest way to describe him. He's holding the beer and he kind of looks at it a bit confused and just sort of sniffs it, and he's like, I don't remember this ritual. What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, this is the no, it's not hazing. It's the initiation ritual we all go through. Yes, yes. We all go through this initiation ritual. Trust me. You just have to slam back this great tasting beer.
By the light of the synapse of dawn and the name of our great Lord, then it shall be done. And I'm going to try and slam the beer.
It is St. Pete's pickled Pilsner.
And a local delicacy.
It is extremely salty. It is extremely sweet. It is terrible. and of course there's it's also like 20% ABV, so it's really bad.
It's hefty for a beer.
And as you are ganging that down, the other members start laughing at you.
Are you sure this is what we were supposed to do?
Yes. Don't worry. We all did it. And as
Crying
you,
and it's coming out of my nose.
as you see put the beer down, you see like small pickle particles inside the beer.
I think that's ruined pickles for me.
Oh, you're supposed to eat the pickle afterwards.
Oh, sweet Lord. What have I done for this punishment? I'll very sadly eat them.
And now, Ezekiel, we need to send you on your first mission for us.
Okay. Can I have some water first?
No.
Oh,
Jimmy will go with you.
Jimmy, one of the outsiders.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the outside, and we've got a mission.
I get anxious when I go in the outside.
It's okay. Just remember to breathe and eat your pickle.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over very sad towards the, I imagine, cave entrance that we're in.
The basement. There's stairs. And
It's a basement, yeah, with just some fold-out chairs.
Crawl out
in.
of your hole.
I don't like it in the sun.
Oh my god.
Do you have your go bag? I mean, you have your first mission
Yes.
go bag, right? You've been prepping for this for 15, 17. How old are you?
18.
Oh, I'm prepping for this for quite a while now.
Yeah, I've only been outside a couple of times, but I have my chosen scepter. I have my scripture, my robes. Should I not wear those at the outside?
I mean, I would wear them on the
Yeah.
outside if they let me have a set, but I haven't earned my robes yet.
Oh, I see. Perhaps you'll have you slam a pickle lager at some point.
It's pickled Pilsner, actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, the
Awful.
lager's much better. I actually really prefer the lager, but the Pilsner, it does in a pinch.
I'm gonna double check my little rucksack that's got like a couple of bits and bobs in it that I've been waiting so many years to finally venture forth, not supervised.
Amazing. And as he let's call him Jim, comes up to you, and you're Jimmy. He's Jim.
This feels like a school
Elder Jim.
I've been to before.
I was thinking that too.
You
Familiar.
he says, okay, there's two missions. One, we need the secret ingredient of this this Pilsner.
You think it might be pickles?
We could
There's a
never
lot
be
of-
too sure.
Oh. We have to be around more of it.
I mean, I've never had it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, wait, I thought you said everyone did this.
I mean, yes, everyone does.
Oh,
With
the tongue.
Yeah, slip of the and the other thing is, there's been body parts, like dissolved body parts, being found in neighboring city salt pick.
Not from us, not our rituals.
No, that's the strange thing. We only
that is concerning.
we usually leave the body parts whole, but these are
Maybe there's a
dissolved.
rival cult.
It could be.
Brother Jim. Sorry, I'm Jimmy. I get confused. Brother Jim, one of those seems like they're more important than the other.
We thought about just sending you out for the secret ingredient. I know, but we decided 2 for 1.
But
Oh,
two for two. The two of us, and we have to do two things.
Two for two. Yeah.
Okay.
Outside schools have taught you well.
All right. Well, I go and get my accoutrements, my knife, and put on the cello case and get a little crossbow. Hide it back there. All right. We're off. I know where to start. I think I know who to talk to. We should really go and visit visit the shop, because I think they'll have some sort of idea on at least one of those problems. And I'm talking about the pickled pilsner. I've seen those bottles in a shop before.
Yes.
You'll love it. Great lady.
Well, you best get going. And Ezekiel, I hope you find the solution.
I shall be the harbinger as the prophecy has ordained. Do not worry, Elder Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I have my ritual flail. Should be okay.
Yes. For the rituals you are so good at.
Yes.
Okay, well, I bid you farewell. We need to get rid of this pickled pilsner smell, so we need to open the windows.
In the basement.
Yeah. Into the ground, it'll diffuse.
Come on, Ezekiel. It's out into the world for you.
His legs will shake as he goes up the steps. It's colder than I thought. The air moves.
And it doesn't smell like pickle. A win already.
That is one respite.
1 foot in front of the other. You're ready for this. You've been training. You're ready for this. Just look in a mirror and tell yourself, I can do this. I'm good enough.
I can do this and I'm good enough. Was that good? Did I do that right? Yeah. I need outside affirmation. Thank you.
I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
The Elder Jim said that before.
Where is your first stop?
Oh, we're going to the shop, the antique shop with all of the secret, mysterious sigils around it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll know the secret ingredient for sure.
Amazing. As we go to the antique shop, what's the name of this antique shop, and what does our person inside look like?
The shop is just called Vera's. It's not anything fancy. And yeah, as you go in, it's pretty much what you would expect. I think it's, there's a little jingling bell hanging on the door as you push it open. It's kind of dim and dark inside, very cluttered with like an odd variety of things and just shelves everywhere. There's a little bit of a musty smell in there. Just a real wide variety, from shelves full of books to like furniture stacked on other furniture to like just all sorts of weird items. And then behind a small desk is a tall, thin woman in her 50s, wearing sort of just like long, flowing sort of layers, and has long, sort of ginger hair piled up on her head with a pencil stuck through it. And as you walk through the door, she's sort of going through some books and papers and making notes at the desk. And as she hears the jingle of the bells, just kind of looks up and slides her glasses down and peers at you to see who it is. You.
Greetings, outsider. How am I heading?
Who's this one? She says to Jimmy.
So the new guy, Ezekiel, he's kind of special. Let's just put it that way. And
all right,
the boss, Big Jim, has
Big Jim.
you remember Big Jim? He's come in here before too.
Yes, I do.
He was curious about the secret ingredient of pickled Pilsner, and I saw the bottles, like the bottles you have up on the shelf with like candles in them and stuff like that. You've got to know. You're the person, right? What you know the secret ingredient? Oh, and by the way, there's also been weird body parts coming up in the next town over, and we got to look into that too.
They've been dissolved.
Yeah, I have heard about that actually. Let's start with your more important question. I'm gonna
The pickled
go.
Pilsner secret
Yes.
ingredient. Yeah.
I'm gonna go towards one of the shelves a little further into the shop that has like a wide variety of glassware, and start pulling down some empty glass bottles and setting them in a row. And I have bottles, not just random like beer bottles, but like they're sort of, as the manufacturing has changed from that particular company, I have like the different styles of bottles that they've gone through for like collectors. So I start pulling down a few of these different bottles to take a look at. To be honest, I don't typically inquire about beer ingredients. I mean, I'm sure there are ways to get that information should we need to, but if it's of any help to you, you could examine some of these and maybe, I don't know if there's something to discern about the way this has changed as the product has been developed, and I'm like laying out these bottles.
Perhaps they might exude different energies. Perhaps a vision, a reading could be done.
I was thinking that. I was also thinking we could take a couple of bottles like this and maybe, if we're going to go over there and find out about the body parts, like the distillery or the brewing, the place where they fabricate, where this stuff is created, that's over there as well. We might be able to take some samples and see if we can maybe run a experiment. Have you ever done any experiments before? Like extract different things from there, run it around in one of those whirly-giggy thingies?
I think that's something we could manage. So just to clarify, the dissolved body parts, that wasn't your people, right?
No. We prefer the form of exsanguination.
Yes, I thought so. All right, well,
You didn't want to come with us, did you?
You know, it's been a slow afternoon. I'll kind of look around the shop a little bit. Yeah, I could do with a walk, to be honest.
It's so nice. Get out, get some fresh, non-pickly air.
True. Yes.
I've been thinking there are two people. There's a person that can help us with information, like the secret ingredient, and there's a person that can help about like weird body parts and stuff, because we've done that before. There's the research person, and then there's the salt of the earth person.
Dewey.
Yeah, let's go. We should go find Dewey. Dewey's got to be around here somewhere.
Not a bad idea.
The one who
Let me
stalks
just
the
get a few
woods.
things. And I
Yes.
just grab a bag and throw some weird random objects into it, just like a tote bag, just like throw it over my shoulder.
Like you're going to the market.
Yeah.
And as everyone leaves, we see the the Salty Pete's Pickled Pilsner kind of ordered by age, and the oldest one is just a corridor full of silt at the bottom.
Is that the secret ingredient? Silt? We solved everything.
It's
Can we go home
dirt.
now?
Yeah.
Just put actual sand in it.
Tastes like it. I mean, to be
It's
honest.
gritty.
I'll maybe throw that one that has the silt in it in my bag as well.
Okay.
Stick a little cork in there and bring that with me, just in case it's a useful reference.
All of them have silt, but as it's aged, it all drifts down to the bottom.
Yeah. I'll take the one with the most though, the earliest one.
Okay. Yummy.
The saltiest one.
We're going for a walk. We're going to be thirsty.
It's like salt water. It doesn't really hydrate you.
All right. So we're going to go searching for, I guess we're going to find Dewey. He's got to be at the park. And it's a small park anyway. It's only, it's like this, it's like actually like almost like a kid's park.
It's just a playground.
Yeah.
It's like,
The guy with a gun at the playground. Like,
he doesn't
that's
actually
Dewey.
work there.
People just let him. He just says that he does like. It's
Oh,
just-
he's sound. Like he's a bit crazy, but he's sound.
Yeah.
Dewey, describe your character, and if you want to add any details about this park.
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, it's probably a little bit bigger than a playground. It's a park.
We're
It's not a
just
big
teasing
park.
Dewey.
It's not a huge park. But we make it work. No. It's yeah, he watches over a park. He's a park ranger for the National Park Service. And as such, he likes to take his job very seriously. He is very big on details. He every little procedure, every little thing he tries to do to a T. And at least as far as his job goes, taking care of the parks, taking care of the people who visit the parks, people in the community, making sure that everybody's safe, everything else. So tidy uniform, well kept, short sleeve. Actually, what season are we in? Because that might change. Are we like summer warm? Are we in like fall? What kind of?
Yeah, let's do fall.
Let's do fall. So it's getting a little more crisp out. So he still has, it's not cold yet. So he has the short sleeve, but underneath he has kind of an undershirt, long sleeve, keep himself warm. He has his ranger hat, and he's got the little badge and everything, National Park Service. Well kept, little tie, everything. He might occasionally, if he goes out on a walk, if it gets a little more crisp, wears his jacket. It's kind of a dark forest green type of jacket with some accents, some bright accents on it, maybe like a bright yellow. But yeah, he's well kept, his hiking boots, everything else. About 6 feet tall, average height, man, about mid 40s. He's got like a little bit, just a little shadow, not much, on his face, not completely recently shaven. Always has his hat on, very short kept hair. He has a pair of glasses, just kind of larger than what mine are, but a little bit kind of that size, squared off, kind of larger framed glasses. And he's always kind of got a semi-serious look. He rarely seems very jokey. He just, But I imagine that kind of a pan from scene to scene as they grab the bottle to take it with them. It comes towards the camera and then it zooms back out and it's him holding an old bottle. But one of those old bottles that has, if you've seen them, they have the little flip cap lever that you push on the little metal things and it pops the cap off. So it's kind of like a swivel cap. And he's resealing one of those because he likes to reuse them to refill them with like water or juices or whatever, because they reseal. They're great for keeping things or pickling. So he's probably doing one of those, recapping it and kind of setting it next to his others in his little station's little fridge. Yeah. And
Also, if it's fall, Vera grabbed a cardigan on her way out.
nice. Yeah, so he's probably stepping out from there, like kind of inventorying his station, making sure everything's all good. He's got the radios ready, everything. He's grabbed his flashlight because it's middle of the day, but you never know. You might have to check out like somewhere that's a little darker, a little shadier. He's got his thing on him. Yeah, one of those. Exactly, one of those. Bingo. I don't have one, but I know I have one somewhere. They're great. But he has that, and he's stepping outside, kind of adjusts his hat. He's looking off into the distance in the woods. Another day, another mystery. There's always something going on, and people are always up to something. As long as they're safe, that's doing a good job. And then he sees you guys coming. Oh boy.
People are
Little
not
Matthew
safe, Dewey.
McConaughey here.
Yeah.
All right.
Ranger Duck.
Howdy. Good to see you.
Yeah, so I don't know if you met Ezekiel. This is his first time out, and we want to make it real special for him.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. Name's Dewey Duck with the National Park Service.
Excellent.
Yes.
Man with a firearm.
Well, we do carry firearms. We just don't normally take them out of the station if we don't have to. You understand? Hopefully.
See why
we
you
don't
have brought
to.
us to him, Jimmy.
Hmm.
Will be useful for the night ahead. Humans' remains have been found. Dissolved.
In the park, or?
That's actually what I wanted to ask you, Dewey. Have you
Right.
heard of this? Has any of this happened within the park?
Well,
Dissolved, apparently. So it would be a bit of a mess.
Not the usual ones that people might have disposed
Have
of.
shown up.
People
Yes.
might have disposed
Right.
of. Not people might have disposed of.
Unrelated limbs.
Totally different.
Right. As long as y'all didn't have nothing to do with it this time.
Yeah, no.
Looking at the
no.
two of you. Right.
Yeah,
No,
we're not
we-
big on dissolving.
Ah. All right. Let's keep it that way. No, I haven't seen anything today, but it's funny you say that. The other day there was something that was found. I had to report to the authorities, local authorities. I don't know if that has anything to do with chemtrails or nothing, but there's been a lot of things that have been going on. I've seen planes overhead and things being dumped. I think that maybe those bodies might have something to do with experiments. Maybe there's a lab.
And I just sort of lean over and look at the Ezekiel privately and go, he's a little conspiracy theory. Crazy, totally crazy. Not like the stuff we're into.
A lab is an interesting idea.
Yeah.
though, now that you mention it. I mean, dissolving a body part's not a simple thing to do. And interestingly, we were just talking about lab work as it relates to distilleries. I wonder if there may be connections.
There could be. Maybe they got a secret lab in there, some sort of government project through the distillery. Maybe it's more than what it appears up front. Something in the back, operations. They should definitely look into that. Though probably not the authorities. I think they're in on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just us. Just us,
Yes.
this group.
Mm.
Right. Oh, that reminds me. I got to make a call. The payphones in the park is still working, right?
Working's a term. Technically, it's on, but you're not going to call out anywhere. That hasn't worked in years. It's mostly for looks. Yeah, we've reported it, and no one will fix it.
I thought telephones were for sounds. There's so much to learn.
Then can I borrow your mobile?
Oh, I don't carry those. Those are they cause all kinds of things, cancer, radiation, and the government's always listening to you. I refuse to carry a cell phone.
Why have I not been told these things about the outside, Jimmy?
You should be careful. You wield one of those, they'll know where you are at all times. They're tracking them.
Of course. I'll take all of this to heart.
Well,
Maybe we'll have to stop at a someplace along the way and use a phone to make a call. That'll be helpful because we need to call in. Yeah, Duck.
We got a radio in the station if you need a radio.
Oh, they probably would be monitoring the radio. Let's see if we can get them in on the special channel.
Step right on in. Well, watch out. Sorry, I was tracking in some mud and stuff. There's a little dirty. I haven't cleaned up around here, but as long as you watch your steps, should be fine.
He almost has as many bottles as you, Vera.
that's an interesting way to put that, but sure. Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna go to the radio and try and dial in our erstwhile reporter, Melanie Mack, on the ham radio.
What's Melanie up to right now?
Uh-oh.
Well, Melanie just got hired for her first job, which is investigating a missing case of Triple P, St. Peter's Pickled Pilsner.
Okay.
And so she's just finished having her meeting, her initial meeting with the person, and has returned to her office, her bedroom, to get started on the case. She absolutely has a ham radio in her bedroom. And so you just see like the little dial kind of like ping, and so she has to like adjust to the right channel. It was currently on the police channel, so it's fine. My dad's the chief of police. He knows. And she adjusts it.
And Jimmy is sitting there. I'm sitting there dialing it in, and I go and I start talking. This is Weird Jimmy, looking for Mad Melanie, and of course I'm on the police channel.
Wrong channel.
Oh shit! Not again. Sorry, everybody.
Please ignore that, Dad. It was nothing.
This is Weird Jimmy. Come in, Mad Melanie.
I really wish you wouldn't call me that. There's nothing mad about me. That's more Dewey's territory.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's standing right here, so.
Well, I figured you don't have a radio.
Could have maybe saved up and bought one. Over.
Saved up doing what, Jimmy?
Now you're just being mean. Over.
Out.
Being mean? What did you expect? You're at the top of my list for all those bodies a couple months ago. Nobody will believe me, but you know, and I know. It was you. And that weird kid that followed me around.
She does sound mad.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ezekiel's here. This is his first time out, and we got to find the secret ingredient for the pickled pilsner and pronto, right? PPP.
You're asking me about Triple P? Really? I was about to just ask you that.
Oh well, you go first. Over.
Do you happen to know anything about a case that went missing?
Oh, we got a case. We were given a case. We were told to go and find out what the secret ingredient of that was, and at the same time.
No, I meant a case of Triple P going missing, stolen, in fact.
Ah.
You're supposed to wait for me to say over. Over.
No, I don't have to. You're not my dad.
Why don't you just come down to the park? We can talk about this here. Over.
Fine.
Could you bring a bottle of water, please?
All right. Oh, you need water? I got some water.
Oh, thank you so much,
Grab
sir.
that.
I did not want to impose.
Oh,
She gathers up her camera bag and double checks everything that's in there and slings it over her shoulder. Grabs this like very ratty, probably obviously used and a little bit too big for her, like leather trench coat, like she's trying to be like a big time PI person, and heads out the door.
Awesome.
Amazing. Melanie, as you are going to the park, you notice a flyer out. It says, cheap primary care. Visit Salt Peak's greatest. And it has a little number to call. And it's the name is Dr. Smith.
Dr. Smith. She'll take out her little notepad and write down the name and the number, and then
It's the shadiest way to get a doctor I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
which is why
Like his
she
face
wrote
on a
it
bench.
down, because that is now number 6 on her list of things to investigate.
Number 6.
Well, yeah, I got to do triple P's because I'm getting paid for that. Then there's body number 1, body number 2, body number 3, and then number 6 is strange doctor with a flyer. It doesn't take her very long to get to the park.
Small town.
So.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even really need the radios. We could have just shouted.
No, she shows up on like a electric scooter.
Mhm.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Like does the quick park.
Her jacket gives like a little baby flare.
I think while we were waiting for Melanie to show up, Dewey grabbed out of his fridge one of his many bottles of water of that swivel top, and he'll hand it to you and you go, "Yep, perfect." He grabs one of those and he says, "We're going to be solving mysteries here. I think maybe I should go grab the board." And he's going to go back to like the old closet, whatever, and pull out this board that has those red lines across it and everything.
Murder board.
It's one of his boards that he uses, and it's probably like one of those rotating on it. On the one side, he has like trying to figure out like some recent mystery about like government using like posting about maybe like there was a flyer in town or something about like some sort of like check out the new kind of television blah blah blah, like some sort of feature or something, and he was investigating that. It's probably linked to the government somehow. He's doing something.
So he pulls it out. Shit.
Yeah, random shit. Everything's government. So he swivels it around and says, "Don't worry about that unless you got answers."
You are wise. We should collate all of our information.
No,
I shall begin my seer introductory ritual.
I'm sorry, what?
Please, allow me. And he'll sit down cross-legged. He'll pull out a metal rod with a chain on the end of it with like a blade, and he's just going to let it kind of hang over the information that he's got on the board. And he's going to try and use some magic to see if any of it is actually useful information.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah. All right, so I have +2 because I'm weird. 5 + 2, 7.
That's a partial success. What are you using?
I'll take partial success. I'm using magic. That's all this is weird, yeah.
Okay.
Try to divine if any of it is somewhat pertinent or not.
Yeah, what is on this sign, Dewey? Like,
on the one side that he hadn't flipped over yet, pretty much it's just information like some sort of like trying to get somebody to sign up for television through like a cable network or something that he's never heard of, some new station, something service provider, and it's linking like all these things very similar to like cell phones, what they say about like causing cancer and everything else, but like causing other things as well, as like trying to get into your home and be able to like know what you're doing in your home and like track your landlines and like tap the phones and stuff like that. So
amazing. It actually hits the 5G is taking over your mind pamphlet.
Great. We've got 5G and 3P. Are we playing bingo?
This 5G is in some way involved. You should investigate further. Bring me all information you have on this 5G.
It's 5G. Is that a question to us, or is that like part of the spell?
That's a question to you guys, because it just sort of like the bit on the end of the chain will just land on that bit of information.
I think this 5G is something that the government created so that they can track you more effectively. It used to be 4G, but with every iteration, it's more invasive. At some point, they're going to implant chips in the back of your head.
So you're telling me there's potential for more Gs?
More Gs.
Yes. We should be cautious going forward.
Adding more.
Who knows the danger that 10G could cause?
I'm going to grab the pamphlet and just flip through it real quick and just see if anything about it stands out to me.
Amazing. It just goes about how 5G can infect your brain and cause you to make different purchasing decisions and cause you to buy foreign-made products.
Yes, there's something here about becoming a drone of Mr. Gates. You know him.
Mr. Gates. I know.
Does
and
it
I
say
don't
who the pamphlet is from? Like, who made this pamphlet? Like, where did it come from?
Sounds nefarious.
Yeah, it's called the weird
Sasquatch
the
week.
cult. It's a competing cult of
Oh.
Jimmy and Ezekiel.
Oh,
Oh. And I'll hold up where that's like printed, like on the back somewhere. I'll be like, "Hey, Jimmy, you know these guys, right?"
Oh, those slimy bastards. They've got their hands in everything. They've got such big budget stuff, right? They get an above ground office. I really, really hate them.
I wonder if it's not so much the 5G that is what we're interested in here, but maybe these people know something.
False prophets. You think they could be involved?
I look at the pamphlet to see if they have like an address, headquarters.
Come to our cult.
Yeah. Open
My
house next
5.
Sunday. Yeah.
Scientology does it.
I know. Free personality tests.
It is based out of Salt Pick.
That does check all the boxes there. Maybe we should go and check them out.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's. I mean, Melanie. I don't know if you've met Ezekiel. Melanie. He's kind of a little sheltered. She's really smart. She knows stuff. Really good at researching stuff. If there's anybody that can find out the secret ingredient of that Pilsner with the pickles in it, my
Why
money's on her. Secret ingredient.
did you steal the case?
No, Big Jim assigned it to us. He said you got to go out.
Did you steal the case of Triple P, Jimmy?
Whose case of? You talking like a case of Pilsners?
Yes.
I thought we were solving a mystery.
Right. I mean, we're here with the body parts and the secret ingredient, and there's a
Wait,
missing
body parts.
Oh, did we
Yes.
leave that out?
Oh, I forget that that's the other thing we were told.
Yeah.
Dewey in the background is making one of those charts, like tying the strings, and it's got body parts and all kinds of things that we've said so far. Like,
Jimmy,
there's right there.
the one that is the cause of the body parts here.
No, that's not the
We're
body parts here.
investigating
This-
body parts.
This is different body parts.
So you're admitting that you're the cause of the body parts here.
I just said it was different body parts. We're off the record, right?
Never off the record.
Yeah, no, this is different body parts. This is dissolved body parts, which I'm really hoping doesn't turn out to be the secret ingredient, because Ezekiel might not be able to make it through that.
Jimmy. Did you or did someone in your stupid group steal a case of Triple P?
There's a trap in that question somewhere. I'm going to figure it out before I answer.
Melanie, I feel like we may need to redirect our focus. I understand you've been asked to investigate a case of stolen beer, but
Not just that. Paid.
but you may be missing the point that there have been dissolved body parts found around town. And perhaps if you come along with us and look into this a bit.
Well,
might
I
do
know
a
they're
little
not
more
around
for your
this
career.
town. Otherwise, my dad would have said something.
Or unless
So where
there's a
are
reason
they?
He didn't.
Even when my dad doesn't say something, he says something.
Maybe
Oh.
he doesn't know. Maybe someone's keeping things from him.
You blessed with visions also.
What? Don't worry about him.
Melanie,
Have you been
you're
drinking Triple P?
I did have to
Yes.
for a sacred ritual.
He has. I mean, they didn't tell me, but you can smell it on him.
It is
It's very pickly.
foul, but greater sacrifices have been made.
What fraternity are you trying to join?
I am not a part of a fraternity.
Well.
Though we do have a almost entirely
Hang on.
male grouping, now that you mention it.
And we hang out in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, the headquarters.
Mm-hmm. And you have Triple P.
What?
One,
Had. It's gone now.
it was vile.
Were there serial numbers on this missing case? How do we know? I mean, if the case has been like divvied up, and would the bottles be marked somehow that we know that it's? Why am I so invested in your case when we have two of our own cases? See, Ezekiel, this is what happens in the outside world.
The outside is very complex.
That's accurate. Yes.
I
All
am
right, can we go to
interested in these
Salttown?
dissolved bodies. Where are they?
Salt
Well,
Town.
dissolved,
Yes.
mostly.
Yeah, it's always so big.
Melanie, you remember your dad said that the bodies were being held at the Salt Pit morgue, but he didn't want to go see them because if there is no body, there's no case. So he wasn't interested in it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Do you have any leads at all, or are you just standing around here?
I have been granted a great vision of what is to come. I have
Mhm.
seen that there is something that can cure the poison of this evil. The cure can be the poison itself.
Mhm.
Do we
But
tap
like an
the board?
actual tangible lead of where to go next. Do any
Anything
of you have
physical,
one?
no.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like wave the little pamphlet and be like, "We're gonna go check out these guys."
Why
It's
don't
the-
we actually go check out the bodies?
Because
We can check those out. Sure.
Like
Whatever
at the
left.
morgue. In Salt Lake.
Perhaps I could perform a ritual over them. They might impart more information to us from beyond.
Or you could just look at them and use your eyes.
But spirits can tell you so much more.
Can they?
Yes.
You are either very drunk, very high, or very fucked.
I think it's all of them. But let's.
I have only had one beer.
Doesn't
Ever.
mean you can't be drunk. It's triple P.
Oh, it is. They did say it was 20%. Is that strong?
It's incredibly strong. That's a lot of
Oh.
beer. Yeah.
You
We should probably get you some more water.
Look,
I
my
might have-
transportation is only enough for one. Do you guys have like a car?
My equipment did not grant me a car.
I've never attempted it before,
Everyone's
but
like
I could.
looking at their sheets.
Uh-huh.
I could try and bridge a portal for us.
It's
Right.
the next town over. We can walk.
Yeah,
Make it-
Like the other
that's
side of the
not-
park.
We could just walk. I think.
It's like a 30-minute walk.
Yeah.
It'd be good to
Treacherous.
experience things
I'll
as the
just
outsiders.
get there
It's a
early and make
beautiful
sure
day.
that we can get in to look at it.
Sure. What time of day are we approximately?
This is a mechanic this day.
It is day. Okay.
So Ezekiel has learned day drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And is this where
Would it-
most people drink?
Depends on what part of the world you're in, really.
Hey,
Would it
There's somebody
benefit us?
drinking at all times.
Would it benefit us
world
more
works.
to do this at night so as not to raise suspicion, or are we just going to go in and ask questions?
I think. if
I
we're
know
going to-
somebody at the morgue. I'm just gonna go in and get us access to the bodies.
Yeah, if we want to ask people questions, now's the time to do that. If we want to see some things for ourselves that other people might not want us to see, we can consider that for later.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And then I will grab my equipment.
Amazing. As Melanie takes her car and everyone else is on foot.
My scooter that can only get up to 40 miles per
You're
hour.
a little like. Zzz.
But you have to keep in pace with us, so you're going only a couple.
Oh
you're just
no,
kinda, like,
no, she's
scooting along
going
with
there
your foot.
early so that she can talk to her.
She's
person.
going ahead. We can
okay.
see her. She's like 20 paces ahead of us.
Wish she'd brought more scooters.
I mean, you'd have to sprint as fast as Usain Bolt on a continuous pace to be 40 miles per hour. So, you know,
Mhm.
good luck.
It's all right, Ranger Duck. She's going to get cancer from that contraption, isn't she?
You're right. There's probably can't. Oh, somebody should tell her.
Government conspiracy.
Everything.
I mean, they
electric
put those
these
things out
days.
everywhere for everybody to use for a reason, right?
And cities are everywhere. They're trying to give everybody the cancer. It's terrible.
Why do you encourage him, Jimmy?
Melanie, as you are on your scooter, you go down the street, and there is a nice sign that says "Welcome to Salt Pit," and there's a little sign that says population 250, and it's like LEDs, so it's lit up.
Wow. Guess they lost someone.
Hmm.
Grim.
They just have a little sign that they like days since last accident, and they
Let's
flip
change
the number.
They just change what lights are lit up.
Don't call the
Yeah.
sign guy. We found 2 dead people.
The group gets there.
Actually,
it's flickering to 248.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sign hasn't changed in a year, which is abnormal. No one has died in a year.
Well, I haven't been here in a year, so why would you go to Salt Pig? It's a weird place.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Weirder than where we're from.
Debatable.
Yeah, no, she's gonna just keep going and head over to the morgue.
Amazing. As you are scootering around, you see Dr. Smith's clinic on the left and the morgue on the right. This is the medical ward. And
Which
as you go to the morgue, I assume.
yeah, I head into the morgue.
Mhm.
Like,
You see Dr. Elizabeth, name that I am going to call Pick. Elizabeth Pick.
yeah, I'll walk in and I'll just be like, "Hey, Dr. L, it's me again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi."
She looks up from her crossword. You notice that she's not reading, wearing her glasses like she normally does, but she's doing her crossword and looks up and says, "Oh, welcome, Melanie. I don't have any bodies. I don't know what you're here for."
See, I know that that's a lie. I know that there's some bodies here, and you didn't tell me like you promised.
Well, okay. I get you. They're body parts. They're not like full bodies, and they're dissolved. I mean,
See, that's a technicality you know that I wouldn't care about. So why didn't you tell me?
they didn't teach me mind reading in medical school, but sure. You
It's
can...
a trivial spell.
Mhm.
He just says that as we're walking. We have no idea. He's just like mentally like tuned into this conversation. Like, who are you talking to, Ezekiel?
So why didn't you tell me?
Well, honestly, it was a little embarrassing. The first body parts that were found were just outside this clinic, or this morgue, not clinic.
I mean, the clinic's next door, so it's still kind of technically applicable.
Mm-hmm.
I found him.
Yeah, and it was the smallest one too. It was just like yay big. And
What was yay big? Was it?
It was just goo.
Oh, okay. Goo. Got it.
Yeah.
Who found the goo? Did you find the goo? Was that why it was embarrassing?
No, I didn't find the goo. Someone on a scooter found the goo.
Melanie, don't you ride a scooter?
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Did someone tell you not to tell me? Or to tell anyone, I guess?
No. Honestly, it's been pretty boring here. I kind of just do crosswords all day.
Boring. Lots of dissolving bodies, and that's boring?
I
And
mean, what did I do? Poke them
Not
with a stick?
necessarily.
A scalpel doesn't cut mush. I mean, it does. It doesn't do anything because it's just mush.
Uh-huh. Have you tested the mush?
No. What? Who's gonna pay for a test? I'm not made of money. Are you going to pay for it? I'm not going to pay for it.
You're a morgue. that is opted by the government. Your job is literally to find out how people died.
Listen, yes, but no one's dead. It's
Obviously, they're dead if they're mush. What part of that do you not?
It's a body part, not a body. I mean, just the town over, they have body
You
parts all
think
the
somebody
time.
just dissolves their leg and the person's fine? Or dissolve their head and they're walking around like a headless chicken, still alive for 30 more seconds, so it's fine.
Well, if we couldn't find anyone, maybe, but like no one's been found dead, so like everyone's accounted for.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Hmm.
As the rest of the group pops in.
Are you gonna show me the mush or not?
That's what we walk in on.
Yep.
Maybe we should.
Oh, I think we got here just in time.
Oh, hi.
Howdy.
You're.
We're with Melanie.
Oh,
I'm here to observe the deceased.
Or was
I mean, they're body
Nick,
parts,
just-
but so
How
it's
do you
they're
know
not the
the
Can
same.
we see the mush, please?
Yes. As she gets up and goes in the back, there's 12 little things to pull out of the wall, and she pulls out all 12 and of varying sizes. Smallest one is the one she described, all the way up to one about 2 feet in a circle.
Ah,
Is
like
there
a
anything
full,
about them?
like 2 feet across all directions, kind of?
Yeah.
Do you have notated like where you found each of these mush piles?
Yeah. They were all on a street. This one is outside of the morgue, and then she goes along and describes each one. One was outside of the bar. 2 were outside of the mine. 1 was outside of the police station. Just randomly.
Dr. Pick, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Any relation to the Pickers cult?
No.
Okay.
Why would you assume that? That's
Long
ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely
not a thing. I don't know.
ridiculous.
I bet you get that all the time. These, what makes you say these mush mellows are body parts?
Hold them now.
Oh, well, as she goes to one, some of them have bones, and she picks up sticks us like a scalpel in one and kind of lifts up, and humorous pops up. However,
any of
it's
them
like
have
mush.
replicated
It's
bones?
kind of warped as she picks it up.
Is there any replicated bones, or are they all different bones?
Like other
They're all
duplicates of
different.
anything?
So is there a possibility that this could be one singular person that just got mushed, dropped in different areas around town? Is there anything to indicate that these are different people?
Oh, okay. I did do one test. I did do a PCR test, DNA test. None of them are the same person.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
Did they match anyone? Do you have a file on this, Dina?
Yeah, could you tell us, man,
You
woman,
know, if I had,
blood type?
this one is a woman, points to the smallest, and then this one's a man, this one's a woman, man, and it's 7 women, 5 men.
Okay.
Okay, different blood types, same blood type.
Have you attempted any form of reconstitution?
Oh God.
Reconstitution. You want to run that by me?
So I'm not familiar with that use. Is that like
Scouring.
scouring?
Yes. A divination. Scrying upon them. To see if we can find any tethers to their soul.
He just had a bunch of triple P earlier today. Ignore him, please.
Did I
Oh,
slur? Sorry. I meant to say
Maybe-
reconstitution.
Maybe we could just get a sample of the mush.
I'm gonna put on my reading glasses that I
Mhm.
have on a chain around my neck.
Yeah.
And, just peer at particularly the largest. I want to look at the largest piece. if I can look at
Amazing.
it.
How roll smarts?
Hmm.
Smarts? Wait. Not smarts.
Sharp?
Sharp. Yes.
Can you remind me what I am rolling exactly?
Roll 2d6.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And plus your sharp.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that is a 10.
Nice.
Yes. That is great success. You, as you're looking, this is a leg. Part of a leg, because this is the one with the humor or with the giant bone in it. You also notice the bone is fractured, though mushy. You also smell brine. It's extremely salty.
Mm.
Ain't everything in this town salty?
Do we also look? Because if something is melted in acid of some sort of acidic, it doesn't just affect the body, it would also affect like the bones. They would be pitted or otherwise. Can he take a look and see if the bones are also pitted from an acidic melting agent? Some sort of
They are
acidic
not.
agent?
None of them are pitted at all.
Okay.
In fact, they look. If they weren't mush, they look pristine.
Interesting. Yeah, he'll remark and say, well, it doesn't affect calcium. Any sort of bones are unaffected by the whatever caused this. The flesh seems to be, obviously, but I mean, I don't know what sort of agent would not also touch the bones if it's only touching flesh. It's confusing.
Melanie's gonna take out her digital camera that has a zoom lens on it, and she's gonna just do a recording of all of these like piles of mush, but she's also going to make sure to like zoom in on each recording to see if she can get more information that maybe we wouldn't get otherwise, and is just gonna make sure to get a recording of all the piles of mush. And she'll go to like one pile of mush, zoom in, back out, look at the placard that says where it was found, and just do it on a repeat for all the 12 piles of mush.
It is good you're recording this. I will attempt to open a gateway to the cold place. If I can answer a question.
Let's get some samples first, Ezekiel. I think then we can use those in a ritual, but maybe not in the same space. We can do that outside.
You want to remove evidence?
I would like to acquire more evidence.
No, I was asking Jimmy. It wasn't your job.
It's a sample, right? You take a sample to do tests. We're just going to take a sample and run some tests.
Is this evidence of something? Because I thought that the person who worked in the morgue actually said that there was no evidence that anyone had been killed or anything like that.
Still evidence.
Of what exactly?
Exactly.
And while they're going back and forth, I'm just scooping up as much as I can, different like bones and vials full of the goo, the mush.
Jimmy, how are you scooping it up?
I have a silver knife and I have vials, and I'm going to use the knife and try and scoop it in there and hopefully not get it all over my fingerless gloves hands.
Okay. Good. Sounds like the perfect way to do that.
Sounds like a flawless plan.
Yes.
I'm an initiate. I am not I'm not Big Jim. I'm Jimmy.
As we move the countdown clock to from day to slowly, the sun is coming down. Not quite dusk yet. You do hear a glass smash outside the morgue as we will take a 1 minute or a break.
Not 1
No.
minute. Oh,
Not 1 minute. It's gonna be longer than that.
30-day
short
break.
break.
I remember there being a 30-day
Yeah.
or 30 minute. What was it? 30 minute?
All right,
30
just like we
seconds,
started this
something like
recording, everybody go pee.
Time yourself. No.
Yeah.
as we come back to the salt pick mystery, we have some samples of the mush, and we have heard a large commotion going on outside. We hear yelling, shouting, and a car horn is being blared. Car alarm. What is everyone doing in this moment?
Well, my camera is still rolling, so I'm going to see what that commotion is.
I'm handing the samples to Ezekiel. Put these in the pouch somewhere safe. We'll get to that ritual right after we check out this commotion.
Yeah, I'm following behind Melanie, and I've got like one hand in my tote bag.
Dewey's following them as well. He has, I imagine, as part of his kit, he has his, because we carry it, his hunting rifle for whatever reason, but I think he brought it just in case, had it set in the room. But he doesn't grab it yet. He leaves it in the room, but he'll come along thinking that maybe somebody like did something. So he's going out to check and make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah. As you come out there, the bar is across from you. It is the Salty Pete's, and there seems to be a brawl going on outside. There's one biker on the back of his. He's very big, and on the his back it says "Bikers for Disabilities."
Okay.
And the other person is extremely drunk, has a salted, pickled Pilsner in his hands, Salty Pete's pickled Pilsner in his hands, and the biker seems to be trying to talk him down. However, this man is very erratic and has actually punched a car so hard it dented in the hood, and that's the car alarm that's going off.
Okay. Do we see an obvious indicator of what the glass smashing was, like a broken bottle, something like that?
Oh yes, there's also a broken windshield as well.
Oh, a broken windshield. Okay. Just a random car that he hit? Or is there somebody inside?
There's no one inside that's parked.
Okay.
On the street. As he yells, listen, if I want this beer, I should be able to have it. And he's like, no, it's not good for you. That saltiness is just bad for us all. And he says, no, I'll show you. And he throws holds the bottle, but throws the liquid onto the biker. And as it does, you see the biker scream in agony, and you see like his face melting a little.
Oh,
well, I'm definitely getting all of this on camera.
Yeah.
I'm hurrying over there.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm moving over there. I think as soon as he starts like burning, I leave the camera rolling, but I'm definitely gonna see if I could try to like pull the injured biker like away from this confrontation, or at least put myself between the biker and this guy.
That you do that. Is anyone restraining the mad guy?
I pull out of my tote bag. This is so stupid. I pull out of my tote bag a 44 Magnum revolver.
Immediately escalate the situation.
Don't
I'm
fool my
trying
grandma.
to hit him with it. I'm not shooting at him.
I turn to Ezekiel. This is the sort of thing that happens in the outside world, and this is called a clue.
See, they're always this dramatic.
Yes.
Vera, roll 2d6 for kick some ass. Roll 2d6 plus tough.
Okay. That's a 7.
Yeah. As you hit him, where are you hitting him?
In the head. I'm trying to knock him out.
You sure try. You try to you hit his shoulder, and he is like, "Ow!" and whacks you across the face with the bottle, and it shatters on your face.
Oh,
You both take 1 harm.
is there any more liquid in the bottle?
There was, and as the liquid goes everywhere, it's salty, but it's not like hurting
It's not like
you.
burning or anything.
No.
I'm gonna pull from my camera bag
Mm-hmm.
a 9mm.
Oh, damn it, guys. Okay.
Welcome, America, guys. Concealed carry.
This is how we roll in this town.
Point it at the guy, and she's just gonna be like, "Stand down. Not only are you outmanned, you're outgunned," and just point it at him.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
look.
turn my
this-
gun around and I am no longer using the handle. I'm pointing it as well.
And I'm looking at this 9mm, this Magnum, this hunting rifle, and I turn to Ezekiel. I think we need to talk about budget upgrade.
Yes, I was just
No.
thinking, is it best that we armed ourselves?
I left
Did
the
you bring
rifle in
anything?
this. I left my rifle in the morgue, by the way. I left it in there. I didn't take it specifically for this reason.
My dad's the chief of police. You don't think he taught me how to shoot a gun and made sure I had one?
Ezekiel, did you bring anything?
I have my ritual flail with me.
I'm gonna grab my crossbow and pass it over, just in case, maybe.
Ah, excellent. I point a crossbow at him. Cease. Now do
Okay.
well.
Okay. Who did it first?
I did.
Melanie. Roll
Melanie.
act under pressure, which is plus 2d6 plus cool.
Can it be manipulate someone with charm?
Okay. Yeah. We can do charm.
Everybody's trapped.
Doesn't matter because I rolled a 5 and a 6. So with charm, that's 13.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
You're pointing your gun at him in a charming way.
Mhm.
It's manipulate someone. It doesn't say that it has to
It's
be
like
nice.
an intimidate, you know?
You can manipulate in lots of different ways. Her favorite strategy is annoy people to death.
Mm.
Listen, fine, but this motherfucker was freaking wanted me to stop drinking this salty Pete's pickled Pilsner and wanted me to drink some fucking Coors Light. What on earth am I going to do with that? I
did the
mean,
right
come
thing.
on.
Mm.
What hex did you use to melt him?
I didn't. I just tossed some liquid in his face as he is covering his burns. Right now.
Look, man, you are entitled to drink whatever you want. That doesn't mean that you can respond to someone recommending something else with violence. That's a terrible solution.
Well, he took it out of my hand. What would you do if someone took your beer out of your hand?
I mean,
Yes,
nothing. I can't drink.
I put my gun back in my tote. Like you do, and then I go to the guy whose face was being melted, to the biker guy,
Mm-hmm.
and go try to sort of see what's going on. Just like, hey, are you okay? What, do you need something? And I'm mostly trying to actually get a look at this, but acting like I want to help.
Yeah. He's in pain, extreme agony. He puts his hand to the ground onto the asphalt and actually digs his fingernails or fingertips into the asphalt. There's his strength is just immense at this moment. So much he can dent asphalt.
Okay, I think I'm getting the picture here. I take a few steps back God, this is so dumb. Why is this escalating so fast? I take my tote and I set it down and I start going through and taking out a few different like pieces and fitting them together. Uh, and in a short period of time, I have constructed myself my flamethrower.
Meanwhile, I'm going to hand Ezekiel the crossbow bolts that you will need if you're going to use
yes.
the crossbow.
Please go in here.
I'm just sitting and holding it and just watching this biker guy. I'm just holding it and watching to see what he does.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like gently guiding the drunk man to like sit down and like talk to him about this situation and try to figure out all the nitty gritty details of what happened.
Yeah. Dewey's stepping up and he's like, we can talk this out there. We don't need to resort to more violence. And oh God, what happened to your face? And he's kind of trying to get in between as well. He says, Dewey Duck, park ranger, official business, like trying to insert himself as if he's a cop.
As you say, what happened to your face? His face is actually towards the ground, and he looks up. It's this grizzled man. He has this giant beard. There's no burns on his face anymore.
Okay.
Is there any mush left on the ground?
Any what?
Mush.
Yes, there is a little bit of mush on the ground. Just the tiniest bit.
You definitely had something. Are you okay, sir? Do you need assistance?
No.
All right.
If he wants to drink that poison, I guess it's on him. I need to go. Seems you guys have the situation resolved.
Where exactly do you plan on going, sir?
I don't know. Different bar.
Do I recognize either of these two people? This is a small town, small area. Do I recognize either of these two people? The drunk or the man that got burned?
Yeah. The biker runs the local tattoo shop. And the man, the drunk right now, is employee at the local clinic. He's the nurse at the local clinic.
Okay.
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 All right. So it looks like trouble's over, Ezekiel. Should we get back to the ritual? I'm thinking a location ritual. We can maybe see if this goo will take us to more goo.
I mean, it's right there. Did you not see what happened? I'm like pointing to the biker guy.
I know. I'm pointing behind her, like.
Dewey, you said there was some goo on the ground left, right? Something like that?
Yeah. So we'll name him Thomas. Thomas the biker. Thomas is actually going to try to get on his bike and leave.
All right.
Unless anyone wants to stop him.
I recommend against that course of action until we've determined whether you are okay or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and stand in front of his bike, still holding a flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat the drunk guy and I'm gonna look over at Thomas and say, look, you just got burned pretty bad, and even though there's no visible marks, maybe you should go get checked out at the clinic before you do anything else. It's right over there. It's like 20 feet away.
Yeah, I suggest you do that. We'll come with you.
Oh, I'd love to go to the clinic. Yeah, I'll go.
Absolutely. Come with us, sir. Thank you very much.
And then I look at drunk guy and I'm like, you know what? You could use a banana bag. And I like try to help him up and track him over towards the clinic too.
I think it might be better actually if he goes home. I think that guy should go home and not to the clinic.
He works at the clinic.
He doesn't live there, does he?
I don't know where he lives. but I'm not letting him drive anywhere. You look at him?
Hmm.
Maybe you should stay with the bartender, and the bartender can call him
Yeah,
around.
he can just hang out here maybe until
Or
he
hang out at the
cools
morgue.
down.
There's empty spaces at the morgue.
That's a terrible idea.
We don't want another. We're keeping him away from the morgue. If you get what I'm saying.
I think these two need to be separated.
Yes.
They are
This
separate.
gentleman should stay here.
There's more
and
than
this-
one room in the clinic. I'm not suggesting putting them in the same room. It's a
No,
small
honey, come
town.
here for
It's
a
not
second.
that small.
If not, I'm sure you have plenty of weaponry between you all that you could quite easily secure them.
That's true. That
Yeah.
wasn't all I had. But
Are you the Men in Black? I think you have to tell us if you're the Men in Black.
what you have to say.
Yeah.
Melanie. And I'm gonna,
Mhm.
if you come over, I'm gonna just say quietly to you, this guy here is not human. And he's all too happy to go to the clinic, so I think he expects to find friends there. This other guy seems fine. Let's leave him here.
What do you mean not human?
Did you see the sludge that fell off of his face?
Yes.
That's not normal.
Yeah, people don't do that.
I agree. Doesn't mean that he's not a person.
Well, a person, sure. Look, we need to figure this out.
To say?
No reason to
Kira?
get this guy involved is all I'm saying. This is just a random drunk guy. Let's leave him here.
A
Kira?
random drunk guy that works at the clinic.
He's drunk. I don't think we want him doing anything.
I'm not saying work at the clinic. I'm saying he can sober up and go home instead of just sending him home while he's drunk. That's super dangerous.
No, he can stay here.
And get more drunk?
No.
Look, he's an adult, all right?
All right.
Yeah, we
Ezekiel,
all know
while
how
they're arguing,
self-sufficient
yeah.
adults are.
by my math, there are 11 more like Thomas somewhere in this town.
From the separate individuals.
And I think if we can come up with some sort of identifier that is not throwing
Could
pickled
try divination with my flail.
Or we could just throw beer in everyone's faces.
that seems like if we could find some, if we could make a thing with the goo that shows oh, now you want to be over him. I thought you were still
No,
arguing
this
over
isn't
there.
for the conversation. This is a question for the keeper.
Okay, go on.
Did it say what blood type the mushes had? I know we knew if it was man, woman, but did we get blood type?
I can yes, I know the blood type of each one of them.
Great. No, I just because that's a quicker test than DNA sequencing
Mhm.
to narrow down the possibilities and see if he is the same as one of the mush piles that is already in the.
I could just attempt a divination and we'd know immediately.
You know what, Ezekiel? Let's see it. I'm curious to see how this works.
I'm going to take out my flail. I'm going to bow my head
Are you just
slightly.
standing in the middle of the street? Could you at least go to the sidewalk? I'd feel really bad if you got ran over, and I don't know why.
See, yes, of course. I'll take out one of the sample vials,
Mhm.
and I'm going to take the sort of chain that dangles with a blade on the end, and I'm
I
going to start
already
rotating it
suspected
over it.
stuff, and you just go around stealing more stuff?
I have no plan on keeping it.
I'm presuming you're not the one that took it. I'm presuming Jemmy's the one that took it.
Really, you got to bring
Members of
me
the
into this.
order are not
Always
supposed to-
bring Jimmy into this. I'll tell
Always
you.
Jimmy.
Roll 2d6 plus weird, Ezekiel.
Let's go. That's a 6 and a 2. That's 8 plus 2, 10.
Okay. So, what did you want the outcome to be?
To see if I could use the goo to like point a direction towards who it came from.
The goo actually like transforms and like has two little arrows on it. One big one is pointed straight down, and the other is pointed towards the clinic.
All right,
Oh.
high five, Ezekiel.
I high five him.
Wait, how did you do that?
Oh, you put your hand out, and then the
No,
other.
high five, Jimmy. What kind of
See,
sleight
the
of hand
flail.
crap is that? Are you some sort of stage magician?
No, I've never performed on stage, but I'm a magician.
That doesn't mean that you don't practice magic.
Yes, stage magician. He is the great Ezekiel.
I think
I just sort of
Dewey,
stare at her like just a bit unfazed.
I think Dewey will go inside the bar with the other gentleman, the drunk gentleman, bring him to the bartender and say, I think you should keep an eye on him. He's throwing things at your other guests. You probably should get a ride home, if you want to call him a ride home from the station or otherwise. Also, could I get some brewskis to go, some of those salty Pete's?
Oh, of course. They've not been as popular lately. Here you go.
He'll just buy like a little case of them or like a 6-pack or whatever to go unopened, obviously.
And honestly, that guy wasn't good for business. Like, we served fries, and he dumped all of the salt down the freaking toilet. Like, what the hell?
I was just going to ask if I could have some salt for lining the doors with, but that answers my question.
Well, as he pulls out his giant bag of salt, I always have refills.
I would like a salt shaker or
This
two.
town loves a salt.
Yep.
In the name.
Oh man.
Is it possible? Now I'm just little Jimmy here, but is it possible that salt is the secret ingredient, and that salt is also helpful versus the goo people? Shall we do an
Why are we
experiment?
calling them goo people? He's obviously a person.
He might be an
What?
apparition.
What if?
I question the
He's
word
solid.
obviously in that sentence. But
Now, what if he used to be a person and it's really a pile of goo that's now imitating a person?
Aren't we all goo imitating being a person?
Perhaps a skinwalker.
Wow.
Am I
I
just
never
goo?
thought about it like that.
I mean, we're literally controlled by mush. Like our brain it's mush. I mean, technically, it's like firing neurons and synaptics and blah blah blah. But I mean, when you look at it, it's mush.
I suppose, but do parts of you melt and fall off when you touch
I
salt?
mean, no. Well, guess it depends on.
I'm
the
going to
kind
throw
of
the
salt.
some salt at her with the salt shaker.
It really depends on the kind of salt. If you want to go all organic chemistry about it.
As you all are talking, the countdown timer ticks to dusk.
Okay.
So, Ezekiel, can I have some of that bag of salt?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna take some of the salt. I'm gonna take the cello case off, open it up, and there's a big old axe inside. The big axe, right? And I'm just gonna start rubbing
armed.
salt on the axe and make it like a salty rim of the axe, like it was a margarita.
Way more suspicious in our hometown to own an axe than it is a gun. So she firmly believes that you now have killed all those people.
Not saying she's wrong. I haven't said that at all.
I'm just going to fill my pockets with salt as well.
Great.
I'm preparing the idea, like almost like a bandolier of effectively using these beers, like the 6-pack, as like Molotovs or like splash weapons.
I
if
think
need
you
be.
missed throwing it over your shoulders.
Oh, you're right.
I thought you
I'm
were
still
supposed to
carrying
lick
my
it, though.
flamethrower.
Wait, what's
I feel
behind
like
you,
that's-
Ezekiel?
It's gonna do the job.
What's behind you, Ezekiel? As you throw
When I
it?
throw the salt,
Yeah.
I'm just going to roll a d6 and then just go along the people in the call. Dewey is behind me. Sorry, I did not notice your friend.
It's quite all right. It's not. the
Should
first
always
time.
ward off evil.
Well, I'm not evil, so don't worry about it.
Yes.
Here to help.
I believe the salt
Never
would
Government
have liquefied
wants
you.
to think.
National Park Service is a good service. It's anything but evil. Let me tell you about it, and he'll sit you down. Be, like overly.
Tell me
just-
everything.
next
I
20
I know
minutes.
little of it.
yes. Well, you see, only you can prevent forest fires.
You
Wait,
see,
are you trying to take over Smokey's job now?
That's kind of always been it. It's kind of one and the same. You see, it's.
and then Smokey, is this your patron or some form of force?
Well, it's kind of a cartoon character of sorts. It was used for advertising purposes.
The mascot.
Mascot.
See,
Yes. Teaches kids not to use flammable things in the woods, or otherwise you'll catch your parks on fire.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he also turned 90% of the children into pyromaniacs by constantly showing fire on screen. But
and that might cause smokeless
I
fire
like
to
to beer
appear,
up.
and then we'd be plagued by a djinn. So we should be cautious.
A gin. What's a gin?
All right, so Thomas, or the thing calling itself Thomas. Burning or axing?
please, it's a person. Just use his name. Use his pronouns. Be polite.
Are the pronouns goo and gooey?
Jimmy, even if you don't believe he's a person, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't treat him like a person.
But what if he is some form of doppelganger?
Are you some form of doppelganger? Because right now, your way you're acting way more suspicious than
I
It
throw
was
salt
said
into
in the
people's
prophecy
things.
that I would be the host to monsters.
Interesting.
Let's just do a quick experiment, Melanie. Here, throw some salt in his face and see what happens.
I'm not throwing salt at
Assault me.
someone.
Assault me.
Yes.
All right, I'm going in with salty intent.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, I'm following to make sure that they don't assault a
Mhm.
person.
Are we actually inside the clinic right now?
I
Yeah,
thought we
now.
were still
Now
we're
we
currently
are.
outside, but now we are going into the clinic.
Oh, I can't hear Vi anymore.
No one has said you've gone inside.
Okay.
Yeah, we are now going to the clinic.
Okay. Let's go to the
Okay.
clinic. Let's get this figured out.
As you go into the clinic, you do see the biker hanging out there, and as L Smith, Dr. L Smith, comes out. She
There's Dr. L and there's Dr. L.
yep, there is.
Oh,
Sue me.
Jimmy,
Um,
Big Jim.
It's
A shortage
Little
of
Jim,
names around
Medium
here.
Jim.
Small
Sweetest
town,
share.
small name.
Mhm.
Elizabeth and L. They're different.
Oh yeah.
No, I know, but it's Dr. L and it's Dr. L.
Well, Dr. Smith and Dr. Pick, but yeah.
It's Dr. L and Dr. L. Gotta be
Okay.
more familiar to make them comfortable.
Mm. As Dr. Smith comes out and says, "Oh, more customer. You must have gotten my flyers. I don't recognize you. You must be from out of town. Welcome, welcome."
Ezekiel, you still have your compass?
Yes. And I hold up a tube with goo in it.
Is it reacting in any particular way to Dr. L. Smith?
It is not reacting to Dr. L. Smith. However, it starts moving wildly and then plops. Now it's just goo.
I put the tube away. I'm going to reach into my pocket. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm going to put my hand out towards him.
Oh my goodness.
And I've got salt in between my fingers.
To the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says, "Oh, it's a pleasure. And why don't you come back and I've been so free recently, not many customers, so welcome," and does not shake your hands.
Mhm.
Well then, lead the way. And I'm just going to flick my hand a little bit like that. And I'm going to see if any salt gets on her at all. Oh, sorry, I seem to have salt in my pocket.
It hits her face. Nothing happens.
Cool.
I look back and give everyone a very obvious thumbs up.
mhm.
I'm so sorry about them. They have some theory about mush people and salt.
Well,
Those words didn't make any sense together. But you should, I mean, you should watch your salt intake. It can cause heart disease, but I don't think you need
How's
to.
Thomas doing?
He says, I'm good. But you all were coming in, so I thought maybe you can go first.
No, we're here to get you checked out. You did just scream in violent pain. So.
yeah, we want to make sure that you're safe and that you're taken
So I
care
was
of.
actually asking Dr. Dr. Smith, Dr. L, about how you're doing.
Oh, Dr. L, Dr. Smith says, oh, he looks like he's fine. He said some liquid got on his face, but it was and caused some pain, but apparently it was just that salty liquid. Sometimes it gets in your eyes, you know?
His face melted off onto the pavement.
It did.
And then
He picked some of
reconfigured
it up.
itself.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds very weird. You know, sometimes in stressful situations, we see things. But I have the perfect cure for that. We just have a little antipsychotics if you need it.
Oh,
Antipsychotics. They just give that out.
Like
No.
willy-nilly, you hand out antipsychotics like just willy-nilly to random people that walk in. You don't have like a series of checks.
Okay, I mean, like.
Well,
to be
you
honest,
are saying you have
when
seen
a doctor
something.
advertises on a flyer, they're gonna be pretty quick. The prescriptions.
Yes, but Melanie's 18 and she just finds it all of it very sus.
Mhm.
For vastly different reasons than you guys find it sus.
Mhm.
Right. Well, this prescription medication, I don't want that sort of stuff in my body. I know that the pharmaceutical industry is in with government systems and everything else. I know that stuff does terrible things to your body. I don't want that in me. But we do need to get this gentleman checked out because he was in quite a lot of pain over across the street. Do you know the establishment across the street?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yes,
Frequent
absolutely.
it?
Mhm.
There was a fight over there happening and he got some liquid on him and he was screaming in pain. That's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Have you seen anything like this before recently,
face is melting off.
Doctor?
I have never seen a face melt off. That is something, and clearly his face is not melted off.
Correct.
He's extremely handsome.
Have you seen any other skin melting incidents in the past week or so? Or people claiming to have seen skin melting incidents?
You know, I can't say that I've seen any skin melt, unless you are talking about the like dissolved body parts
exactly
we've been
that.
seeing. I mean, yeah, but no one's like, I mean, they say they're body parts because of bones or something, but like, I don't know. I don't know what they are. They don't look like body parts to me. They're dissolved. They're mush.
So nobody's come in with any suspicious injuries, and nobody's come in claiming to have seen people get injured that were then fine?
No, you know, I am a great doctor.
I'm just really curious to know the caliber of people that you've treated here. I'm sure you've treated some
Please
amazing.
give me your client list.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't reveal too much, but I know like Dr. Pick was complaining about allergies or something, and I just prescribed her a little bit of allergy meds, and she's all better. So, yeah.
Hard to have allergies when you don't have a face, I guess.
Have you seen Thomas before today? We treated.
Oh yeah. He needed some pain meds for his that injury years ago. motorcycle accidents.
Do you have X-rays of that?
I mean,
Do you have an X-ray machine here?
yeah.
Maybe we should take a quick X-ray of Thomas just to make sure that old injury didn't get worse when he hit his head.
Oh no. I feel great. Honestly, I don't need that at all. I think that's overkill. And I mean, honestly, X-rays are expensive. No offense, doctor.
Mm.
While
we'll-
this is,
We'll just bill it to the Pickers cult. Put it on their account.
oh jeez,
Roll to manipulate the doctor.
I'm also kind of eyeing Dewey and specifically all that beer that Dewey picked up.
That's charm, right? Manipulate. That'd
Yeah,
be seven.
charm. Sorry, yeah.
7.
What'd you, 7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I treat you. What was it, Jimmy? And get you figured out, and I'll definitely treat or do an X-ray on Thomas.
That's really great. Everything you've told me sounds like a really great story. I'd love to build like a full, kind of spread about what a good doctor you are, but I need a little more evidence of the kind of treatments you've given. Is there maybe a list of people you could give me that I could talk to so they could tell me about how great
Testimony of
doctor you are?
satisfied people.
Yeah, I can't really give you that, but you could become one of my patients, and you could give testimony. Oh, that would be great. You give a first-person account of the situation, and then Melanie, that would be perfect.
Look, I would totally allow you to give me some pills. That's fine. But, if I let you give me some pills, then I really would like to know a couple of names of people that you think that would give some good reviews for you.
While this is happening, by the way, can Dewey just kind of offhanded say, mind if I use y'all's restroom? I need to,
Go ahead and Melanie roll manipulate someone plus charm.
Oh.
And he's gonna sneak back and try and get into some rooms.
10.
Yeah. For the reason you gave him. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you I'll treat you for free. Then once you write a testimony, I'll give you more people who will give you testimonies, of course.
Great. Please, recommendations on what I need to fix me.
Well, what ails you? Come into my office.
I mean, aren't you the doctor? Aren't you supposed to tell me what ails me?
Of course. Come in back into my office, and I will do a thorough examination.
Sure. Do you mind if Vera comes along? I'm still a new adult. I'd feel comfortable with somebody else in the room with me.
Of course.
Great.
As we get to Dewey.
Oh boy.
What are you up to right now?
I'm looking for the bathroom. In
Yeah.
actuality, I'm checking door handles and stuff down the hallway and around this building, just checking to see what's open and what I can peek into to see what's going on in here.
Yeah, so there seems to be one administrative door, bathroom, and 2 exam rooms.
I'm gonna go into the administrative room.
It is definitely locked. What do you want to do about it?
Well, how loud are they being?
Moderately loud.
Okay. I think I left the rifle across, or not really
Not that
across. But,
loud.
Next door, because the morgue
Next
is
door.
right next door.
yeah. So I didn't bring it with me, so I don't have that. So I'm not going to take the butt of the gun. But I
Uh-huh.
will look around for something that it has a little bit of leverage. Maybe there's like a heavy broom handle, some sort of handle, something I can use to kind of pop the handle off. Maybe kind of access by breaking the handle.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay.
like that? Especially anything metallic.
Roll kick some ass. Let's roll plus tough.
Oh, 9 plus tough, so 1, so 10.
Yeah. It definitely breaks.
Mhm.
I did say it was in the same hall as the exam room.
That's fine.
As Melian and Vera and the doctor are coming up.
Yeah, he's going to. So he busted off. He would see them coming.
Or hear them coming, yeah.
I will. The door's open.
The door is open. It is obviously open.
Okay. I'm gonna stand in front of it, blocking it, and just kind of hide the thing behind me and lean against it and start patting my pockets, kind of looking.
Oh, the bathroom's right there.
Bathroom's down the hall. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was this way. Be my guest. I implore them to pass by me.
Okay.
Giving me a moment.
Manipulate someone. Plus charm.
I'm bad at that.
If does Vera what?
I'm bad at that. So let's go.
Oh
well, I'm not that bad. Okay.
Does anyone want to help out, Vera or Melanie?
For sure. I'm definitely trying to help disguise whatever.
Roll plus cool to help out.
I take that back. I have it all fits together. You can roll plus sharp instead of plus charm when you manipulate someone.
Okay.
I'm better at it than I thought. 7, so 9. I have a 9. Unless somebody wants to help.
Yeah, for sure helping.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Plus cool, Melanie?
Yeah, it was with cool. I rolled a 7 straight.
Okay. That will allow them to go on, but that 7 exposes yourself to trouble or danger, and you're definitely going into trouble or danger right now. As you all go into the room with our doctor, we will get to the exam later as Jimmy and Ezekiel. What are you doing?
Oh, I just look at Ezekiel, give the nod, and quickly pull out my axe and try and dispose of the obviously not human. Vera did a great job of bringing them away.
I'm gonna fill my hand with salt and then just blow it into his face.
The second we leave the room.
I thought that's what you were doing. You were getting the doctor.
Like clockwork. We read the signals.
You left the 2 cultists.
You guys did the perfect setup.
Vera does not object.
I object.
You know what? When you're right, I guess. Sorry, Thomas.
Okay, before we get to that, Dewey, what are you up to?
Well, that escalated.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You get shit done.
Exactly.
Efficient.
As we are moving the countdown to sunset, Dewey, what are you looking for?
As soon as they pass, they go into the exam room. I'm going to use that brief moment to go in, close the door behind me, so that it's not wide open. The door handle's obviously broken, but it'll be, a little less obvious at first glance. And I'm looking for any sort of first thing, I'm going in and looking for anybody in government, like suit, tie with the glasses, the classic Men in Black, anything like that, waiting in the wings. Don't see anybody. Then I keep moving forward. And I start looking for any sort of documentation on patients, on anything that would be like chemicals, anything that would cause like burning acidic, like is there like lab results, test results, anything like that that would show like this is what they've been doing in this clinic.
Amazing. This clinic sees everyone in the town.
Okay.
There's a file on all 250 people.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, you see a giant bottle of pills, and a lot of smaller containers, and a printer to print labels on these empty pill bottles.
Okay, I will pocket some of those pills. First thing, I'll pop those into my pocket so I have those. But I'm also, is there, out of all the paperwork, is there anything for Thomas out in the lobby? At least out in the lobby for now, I guess.
Yeah. So Thomas came 1 month ago for it was coming for a long time. Came 1 month ago for pain medication and has not been back since she prescribed something.
Okay. But nothing else.
A normal pain med name. I'm not familiar with pain med.
Okay.
Names.
Something that seems normal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To Palace. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I see I see this. I don't see anything on there like outstanding, weird, like was treated with a chemical, blah blah blah, and was like given like some sort of facial cream topical thing that ended up like,
No, nothing like that.
Okay, cool. I will take I don't really need the result. I don't need the page, but I do have the pills. He was treated with these pills, so I pocket those pills, and then I will head back out if I don't see anything that glaringly obvious in that room.
Amazing. For reasons I will not tell you right now, please roll 2d6.
Okay. Terrible.
So I'll tell you later what the modifier is. I want to know what the result is.
6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely fail. Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. As we get to the Vera and Melanie, it seems like a normal physical, asking normal things about your health, and says, do you suffer any allergies?
No, not that I know of. I do want to note that when we came in, she set her camera bag like nearby and put her camera inside, but there's like one of the sides of the camera bag is like a black mesh, so the camera can still see out through it, and so it's still recording what is happening.
Amazing.
It has been running this entire time.
Great. Is there any thing obvious wrong with you? Melanie.
Obviously wrong with me?
Depends who you ask.
Yeah. No. No. I think the only thing that might come up is well, you know, my shoulder like pops every time I rotate it like this. It doesn't hurt, but it just pop.
Oh,
And, pop.
yeah. I've heard of this before. Simple fix. Just you just have to take Viralis Tribulus, and it'll be wiped out right away.
And okay. So if it's not what you think this is, like if the issue isn't what you think it is, because sometimes you know, will this have adverse effects if it's not what you think it is?
No, you might feel your joints more lubricated than normal. You might like feel a little bit more energy.
So if you took one to prove to me that it was safe, it wouldn't hurt you? So you'll take some to show me? Because I'm not a big pill person. My dad really doesn't like pills. My mom died of an overdose. Like, it's just...
Sure. I'm sure I can figure something out for that. I'll be right back. However, at that moment, a loud commotion happens in the lobby.
The sound of an axe murder.
Let's take a short break.
Reveal
We'll
yourself.
return with the axe murdering right after this.
Oh my god.
as we cut to
Mhm.
poor biker Thomas, hanging out in the lobby, kicking back, reading the magazine. None the wiser. Jimmy, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm getting my axe out while giving the nod to Ezekiel, who's gonna toss salt in his face, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I do so.
Amazing. We'll do the salt roll. What is it? Kick some ass. So plus tough.
Okay, yeah, I'm really bad at this.
Pocket salt.
Uh,
Let's go.
Boxcars, though, so that's 12 minus 1, 11.
Ooh.
The
Yeah.
Lord is good. He protects me.
You can choose one of those effects, or I can choose for you.
I'm just going to blow salt in his face. And hopefully it does something.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything else.
So not only does it do it kind of distracts him. Will give +1 to Jimmy, but it also hurts him as his skin begins to turn to mush where you blew the salt on him. Jimmy, what are you up to?
Oh, now that I have slowly flipped open the cello case, gotten the axe out, I am going to swing it at this biker human.
Yeah.
Pretender is revealed.
Salt encrusted axe. As I look over at Ezekiel and go, hey, look, if we're wrong, we'll just put him in the park. I got a spot. I'll show you.
As I said before,
Amazing.
many sacrifices must be made.
And you have +1 to this roll.
Okay.
And it's tough.
That is 10 with the +1. Actually, yeah, 10 with the +1. And I think because it's a melee weapon, I get plus to the harm, not the roll.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, he's almost taken out. How does it look? He's still up, but almost taken out. What are you doing?
Oh, I mean, it's double-bladed axe that just goes right through the midsection and yank backwards and leave a trail of salt that just starts to erode, and he's starting to fold in half.
Amazing. He screams in agony, and as his body is like falling over because of that, you start to see a clear gel fill the space where your axe was as it's beginning to heal where you hit him. And the whatever you pulled out with the axe is now mush. As he picks up the table, the coffee table next to him, and picks up and is going to not attack you all. Is going to destroy the wall behind him in an attempt to run away.
We got a runner, Ezekiel.
I'm not sure how this works, but
You load the bolt and you pull the trigger.
I was thinking I could perform some kind of hex upon him.
No.
By which I mean, if I can use magic, I'm not sure in this system, I've not played it before.
Yeah,
Do damage to him.
you
Anyway.
can.
Excellent. Yeah, so I'm gonna start spinning the flail. When I do so, you'll see smoke start to build on it, and then it'll just launch a little bolt of fire at him.
Okay, roll plus weird.
Let's go. 7 plus 2, so that's 9.
Yeah. You said a bolt of lightning.
Bolt of fire, lightning, whatever. Eldritch nonsense.
It matters, so I'm asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go lightning then. Yeah.
Okay. As it hits him, he falls over and is unable to move as shockwaves kind of go around his body. He's not currently, the mush is not healing right now.
Ow. Cut him
as
down,
the
Jimmy.
lightning is going.
Two-handed job. It slices. It dices.
Amazing. As you chop him up, his body immediately turns into a clear liquid and slowly starts being absorbed into the ground.
Oh, maybe we should contain plastic next time. There's no bones, right? No bones in
There
this.
are no bones.
Yeah. Okay. But there is a smashed in wall now leading out of
Yep.
But hey,
Gotta sprinkle some salt on it.
yeah. Sprinkle
Salt
some
bay.
on the ground.
There's an ancient eldritch.
Actually, where you put the salt, the mush turns opaque and is now looks like the same mush that you've seen.
Yeah.
As Vera, Melanie, and Dewey, what you doing?
Well, I think we just sent Dr. Smith to go get pills for her to take some to prove to me that they're safe.
Yeah, she's as the loud noises from the lobby happen. She is not interested in doing that and is running towards the lobby.
I'm also responding to the sound, yes.
Yeah.
And I had temporarily swung my flamethrower to my back. It has like a strap. And so as I'm coming back out, I pull the flamethrower back out.
As everybody starts running, she's gonna grab her camera bag and just keep recording. She's gonna sling it over, but make sure that the side is pointed out so it's still just recording everything that's happening.
Amazing. And Dewey? I don't know. Am I responding? Am I able to respond?
You're not able to go out and help, but are you leaving that room? What are you doing?
Yeah. Hearing the noise, he'll respond then and open the door and try and make it appear as normal as possible on the door handle. Like, I understand the situation's pretty messed up, but it's fine. He'll leave it as usual as possible and just kind of leave towards the front, towards the lobby, and try and be as inconspicuous as possible. Pulling out he has a pocket knife, so he reaches into his pocket and he'll slip open the blade and kind of have it at the ready in case something's happening.
Great. As you all get there, Melanie, Vera, and Dewey, you see Jimmy and Ezekiel. Jimmy with a giant axe, Ezekiel with a flail, and a giant hole in the wall.
What did you do?
Jimmy,
We have
what
apprehended one of the apparitions.
I
They are no longer.
quickly put the axe behind my back.
happened? Hold it there.
Thomas was a pretender, a demon in human skin.
Real.
Where
Yep,
is
that's right.
he?
Thomas was good people, salt of the earth.
Where is
Where
he
is
now?
Thomas? Did you hurt him?
He has been excised.
What does that mean?
He is no longer with us.
I'm gonna pull out my cell phone and I'm gonna start calling my dad.
Do you see a body?
That's actually a great question. Do we see any evidence of a body on the floor? Like you said some of
Mush.
the mush had turned opaque with the salt. Do we see
Yes.
that at least?
There is the opaque mush. All of the translucent mush has been absorbed into the ground. You do not see it. These only the stuff pulled out by Jimmy in the first attack, and the stuff Ezekiel salted are visible.
Okay. Where did this come from?
Thomas.
I probably
And
should've
where
guessed
is
that.
Thomas?
Well,
He sank into the earth.
To be fair, I'm guessing that Thomas is on one of those slabs in the morgue. This entity, yeah, that one's gone. There's probably 11 more.
When I touched
Yeah.
it with my powers, it did not seem to reform.
That was so cool. The lightning bolt. You got to teach me that one.
Thank you. This is a gift.
Come on, Dad.
Oh,
Answer the phone.
We should find the rest. Once they are excised, we'll have nothing to worry about.
So, remember the big arrow pointed down?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It must be
Jimmy,
a...
I feel like you need to give us more information.
You think it's connected?
As you all are talking, Dr. Smith is here and is just,
Yeah.
what on earth is going on? What did you do? Why did you scare off Thomas and destroy my
You
clinic?
did not scare him off.
Well, he's
I
not
did.
here.
We told you he sank into the earth.
After he broke through the wall.
Yes. He threw the coffee table.
Dad, I have a very important break in the case. Could you please answer your phone and call me back?
Where is the nearest sewer entrance?
Yes.
I did notice, now that you mention it, that when Thomas was injured previously, he was gripping the ground, and it seemed almost like his fingers were, in fact, sinking in to the earth a bit.
So, sewer, or do we need to use this shovel?
Why are we going into a sewer?
I don't
Because
think
they
going into
seem
the sewer
to
is
congregate into the earth.
I aim my flamethrower at the doctor.
Damn.
I do not believe the doctor is one of the doppelgangers.
I think the doctor knows what's going on.
Oh,
I pull out my gun and I stand in front of the doctor and kind of point it at the rest of the group.
As everyone's looking towards the doctor's kind of in the hallway. Behind the doctor is a small bit of dissolved flesh, and in it is Dewey's pocket knife.
I
Is this
don't
so
give it
familiar
because
to
I'm
anyone?
standing in front of the doctor facing the rest of the people.
Dewey, you feel fine.
Okay.
Actually, great.
I feel great.
Do we see Dewey?
Yeah, Dewey's right there.
Dewey, do you still have those beers on you?
No, I set them out over there on the floor when we came in. They're probably over by the front. He left them.
Why are we
Like-
talking about Dewey now?
Does any of this come from me? Am I goo? What is
No,
that?
you feel fine. You feel nothing wrong.
But isn't that your pocket knife?
Yeah, that's my pocket knife. Wait, so am I holding a pocket knife?
You were. You said you were. You are no longer holding a pocket knife.
Did you lose your pocket knife?
I think so. You think you can give that back to me, little whatever you are? And he's reaching for it, trying to treat it with politeness and kindness first before he jumps into violence, but he's not sure what to do about this thing.
Speaking to the pile of mush.
He is, and it's holding it, right?
It's a pile of mush.
Is it sentient? Is it moving?
No, it's not moving. It just looks like there's a knife is kind of at the end of it.
You feeling all right
Okay.
there, Dewey?
Yeah, he'll reach down and grab the knife from it and pull it back up and hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my knife.
Ezekiel, do you have any more salt?
yes.
What?
I hold out salt
Why
in my
do you
hands.
care about salt?
Why are you worried about it? Just
I don't know, because friggin' Jimmy and Weird Guy just, I don't know, hurt Thomas?
I'm just gonna look at his.
Do you see any blood?
And like gesture towards Dewey.
You mush well enough on your axe.
Axe. Is any of it red?
What?
Is any of the mush or anything on my axe red? Is there blood anywhere in this crime scene?
Oh, there is blood on the mush you pulled out. But not, and there's blood where you salted the earth.
Interesting.
Ezekiel, yeah.
Wherever the salt seemed to come in touch with, they stayed. They didn't turn to the colorless ooze that seeped into the earth.
What? Somebody start giving me some straight answers, or maybe
I
I
have
might be
been
accidentally
completely direct and honest.
It's true.
Mhm.
Ezekiel.
This is what happened. Come,
Well-
we should find the sewer entrance to see where they have.
No, nobody's leaving until they
Osmosis
tell me what the
to-
frick is happening here.
There's some sort of goo monsters or something going on, and there's going
Monsters
to be.
aren't real.
Apparently, they must be, because whatever these things are, they keep appearing. We need to get
Well,
to the
yes,
bottom of
mush
this,
keeps
literally.
appearing, but to me it looks like it's made of blood and flesh and
It's
just
yeah, no,
goo.
it must be some animal that lives in the
Mm.
sewer that got
Uh-huh.
affected by the toxic sludge. The
And where's the
government.
proof of that? I have not seen any evidence of animals so far.
Perhaps the
the
5G reverberates in the sewers and is amplified.
You think that's the case? Maybe it's chemtrails.
Now you're just spouting off nonsense. I want the truth, and I want it plain.
We'll only
Well-
find the truth if we pursue the creatures. And you can see for yourself.
True.
There's
Can somebody else answer besides him? Because I don't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
all right, and I turn to Dewey.
Hmm.
And I light him up.
I shoot.
Holy shit.
That hurt. You
Wait.
just flamethrowed buddy that I know. I'm not shooting to kill, but I'm absolutely shooting to stop you flamethrowing him.
So you're attacking Dewey, Vera.
Nice.
Can I jump in the way?
You may. Vera
that's tough,
kicks,
right?
kicks some ass. Ezekiel, you are protecting someone, so plus tough.
So I have a -1 to this.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolute doo-doo. So I'm going to spend a luck and make it a 12.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
That's a 7 for me.
Oh, so you inflict harm on each other. Vera, you do take one harm as you're
Makes sense.
I don't know, you get your hand in front of the flamethrower a little. As Ezekiel, you save Dewey. How do you save Dewey from any harm?
I'm going to leap in the way, and one of my moves, or one of my traits as the Chosen, is I am invincible. And I always count as having 2 armor. So I'm just going to go in front, and he's going to hold his hands up, and the flames kind of get diverted around him slightly.
Amazing.
Cool.
Clearly supernatural.
But you also receive no damage from that protect one, that 12 on protect someone. Anyway, as what's going on?
Oh, I mean, I shot at Vera.
Oh, I can't do it twice.
Just to release the flamethrower, I shot at Vera. So
Shit.
Okay. Maybe diplomacy is up. Okay,
I
we'll
mean,
see
not
kick
to
some
kill.
ass.
She's shooting to like disarm.
Okay.
So you're shooting the flamethrower.
Shooting an active
I'm shooting
flamethrower.
her hand
Could
to
not
have
go
her
poorly.
drop the like
Okay. I
part
gotcha.
that points the flamethrower.
Okay.
Guys, at least we're in a clinic, so if you get hurt, we got
I don't know
pills for
about
that.
this
Great
clinic,
meds,
but-
by the way.
I got some pills. They're great.
I rolled an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, you do indeed cause them to drop their weapon, and as it drops to the ground, you take 1 harm as the flamethrower is still on for a little bit on the ground and hits you. As we're okay, now now what's going on, guys?
All right.
Everyone, there is no need to use your weapon.
Yeah, Dewey's like hands up,
How
like.
the fuck
"Whoa,
are you
whoa."
fine?
I have explained.
No,
I am a
Jimmy,
wielder of
speak.
sorceress and
no,
eldritch art.
Jimmy, no, Jimmy, speak. How is he fine? What is going on? Words now.
I mean, that was really cool, wasn't it? I mean, look, that was so freaking cool. Wish I could do that.
I'd like to say
Don't
that
you wish
was,
you could do that?
I'd like to say that wasn't very cool. Just what happened. I think I was about to
Oh.
die.
Yeah, no, that part wasn't cool, but the other part, that was cool. You step
give
in
you that.
front, you part the fire like you're parting the Red Sea. Oh man, it's a
Vera, why'd you shoot at me?
I mean, to be fair, I actually think you might already be dead.
What?
Based on that.
But looks
big
down at
pile
the.
of
I'm,
knife and some goo.
What?
well, it had my
Why does
pocket
a
knife.
pile of goo make you think that Dewey is dead? Dewey's
Well, I
there.
think that's
Dewey's talking. He's fine.
I'm gonna sprinkle some salt on the goo and then sprinkle some salt on Dewey.
I'll let it happen.
No, you don't.
Oh,
no!
I defended a monster.
Yeah.
You do not let him sprinkle the salt. As he's coming at you with the salt, you need to do everything in your power to not
Sounds
have
good.
salt on you.
All right.
What do you do?
Well, I have the pocket knife, so I'm going to. I just had a flamethrower shot at me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep him away. Be like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're trying to burn me alive, or you're trying to kill me, or something. That we got to talk about this. I say to Jimmy.
Mhm. Are you still gonna try, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm certainly. Well, as I'm going to sprinkle it, and as he like points the knife at me, I'm just gonna throw up my hands and toss the salt forward.
Mhm.
So first, Dewey, let's see if you can manipulate another hunter. Roll charm.
For manipulate, I use.
Oh, sharp.
Yeah, sharp. That is only an 8.
Yeah. Do you want to still do it, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Salt goes on you. So Dewey, as the salt comes all on you, your face starts to melt a little. And you feel like a little mush start forming on top of your face. The mechanic is if we leave it for just a few seconds, it'll heal all the way up.
Okay.
But you are in intense pain right now.
Melanie, you getting this on camera? You got
I'm
the camera?
really,
Do I need to do it again? I
confused
take out another pinch of
right
salt.
now. So would it be possible for me to roll for read a bad situation?
It sure is a bad situation.
Pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
To help Melody determine what is happening in this moment?
Help her cope.
Yeah, so you want to know what's the best way out, or
No. If I get a success, I want to know what's the biggest threat here. Whether it's Dewey, pills, whatever nonsense that we have like been discussing in this situation in the clinic. I
Roll.
want to know what's the biggest threat.
if you roll a 7, you get to ask one question. If you roll a 10, you get to 3.
I am going to. I'm going to spend a luck and make it a 12, which is actually a 13.
Okay. You can ask me a question. It can't be one of these questions, though, if you read the thing. So any question you want, and I'll answer.
So I can ask any question, or has to be one of the ones listed.
Any question, you can ask 3 of those or 1 question that's not one of those.
Oh yeah, no, I want to know what is like the biggest threat here of like everything that we've discussed. Is it Dewey in this moment? Is it something else that is, I just want to know what's the biggest threat here, as there's a lot of things she doesn't understand
A
happening.
lot going on.
Vera is the biggest threat right now.
I will keep my gun pointed at Vera, and I will try to make sure that if she ever takes a step or moves in my direction, that I keep space.
You can ask me 2 more of those questions.
Great. Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
There is 1 danger you haven't noticed.
Okay. And then, guess my last one would be, what is the best way to protect the victims of whatever is happening here?
Who's the victim?
Yeah. Since there is no victim, it would be Vera. I'd stop Vera.
Interesting.
Victimless crime.
I also have a question.
Yeah.
Just one?
With Connect the Dots, I have 1 hold, and I'd
Mhm.
like to ask a question as well using that feature.
Okay.
Realizing now in this moment, I am goo people. Dewey's making the connection finally, and I would like to ask, what does the monster want from me? Want from this person? That's word's the question is. What
To
does it want
live.
from me? To live.
I have one last thing because I have a cult confidential.
Okay.
The first time in a mystery that you observe a monster, minion, or phenomenon, which is
Mhm.
this is her first real
Oh,
direct
yeah.
observation.
Mm-hmm.
I get to ask a question from investigate a mystery, and my question is, what is being concealed here?
It ain't an
I
act.
want to know what is happening.
Yeah. What is being concealed? The monster's intent.
Okay. What?
Whatever the monster is.
Great. I'm pointing the gun. My gun is pointed at Vera, and if Vera makes any movements that seem aggressive, I'm going to shoot her.
Okay.
Dewey is moving towards the door with his back towards the wall and hands up. Just we don't need to resort to whatever this is. Please, don't hurt me.
And allow yourself to be proven. I'm gonna take 2 handfuls of salt.
Dewey, you have already been healed, and a little face amount of goo dropped off your face onto the ground. Mm-hmm.
You know your time has come.
Wait.
Ignition.
Baptism by salt. Maybe enough salt will turn Dewey back into Dewey, as there was just a.
How'd that go for the last guy you tried?
Chewy.
Well, I mean, there was an axe involved.
Of course there is. You're an axe murderer. I've proven this many times over.
Yeah,
It's the body.
he's still backing up towards the front door to make an escape.
I'll throw salt.
I'm not worried about Dewey.
You're not worried about
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm worried about Vera.
Okay.
So Ezekiel throw salt.
Yeah, I'm with Ezekiel on this one.
Dewey, you. Yeah.
Damn it, he's
Wide
immune.
brim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a comedy sketch at this point.
Oh yeah.
There's so many places you can go right now.
Mhm.
and choices to choose to end the adventure. What do you gotta decide though?
What does Dewey do?
What does Dewey do? What does the group do?
What does Dewey do? What would Dewey do? That's WWDD. Is going to grab those beers that I set by the front door,
Yeah.
and I'm going to just toss them up in the air so that they'll kind of splash, hit off the ceiling, and rain down on everybody. And I'm going to bolt out the door knowing that I have a rifle in the building next door. And he knows the woods very well, so he wants to use that to his advantage if there's people coming after him. He wants to, he feels the need to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he will try to disappear into the woods with his rifle. And
I will say it's no more need to survive than normal.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, he needs to get out of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's going to do. He's going to throw them up, having been salted, taking it in stride, throwing those, and just bolting the first chance he gets through the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing the rifle and running.
And what does everyone do? And as Dewey throws this case of beer up.
Damn, the beer distraction gets me every goddamn time.
I'm heading outside as well. I'm moving the flamethrower to my back. My hands up.
Oh, I mean, I'm
Melanie
following
sees.
her. I'm keeping my gun pointed at her.
And I'm going outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not following Dewey.
Okay.
But I'm not leaving either. I'm standing outside.
Yeah, I'm thinking we still need to go down. Zeke, we need to find out what's on the ground, right? Yeah.
We'll just continue chasing them in circles until we deal with the head of the snake, so to speak. We should descend as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So while they've got guns pointed at each other or whatever, and he's running off away, we're just going to go to the nearest manhole cover and work together to pop it up and descend.
Amazing. As Ezekiel and Jimmy, you're popping up the manhole cover, you see a list of drinks that the bar offers. There's the St. Pete's pickled pear, or pickled pilsner, and there's also the dill cure.
The
cucumbers and such here.
Mm-hmm. As you all can go down, Melanie, you're following Vera.
Yeah, I'm staying with my gun on Vera, but I guess long term, her.
I'm not doing anything.
No, I know, but she still doesn't know what's happening, and so she's not shooting, but she's very nervous about the situation. Long term, she's waiting to hear from her dad. But longer term than that is she's going to give her dad all the evidence that she recorded and try to get Ezekiel, Jimmy, and Vera arrested on whatever she can. And then write a big article in the newspaper.
Amazing.
Okay.
Vera, what are you up to?
The second Melanie turns her back, I want to light this building on fire.
I'm not turning my back.
Powder Jack? How did you get here?
Probably the only point that she would turn her back is when her dad shows up.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As we move towards Jimmy and Ezekiel, as you get down to the sewer, smells like a sewer. Where are you going? How are you finding your way?
Going towards, if we can anyway.
Conveniently, I packed a map of the sewers of this town.
You did.
Hell yeah. Oh, that works.
That whole
Yeah, we'll do that.
And we are going to follow that to wherever is marked on the sewer, underneath the place that makes the Pilsner, and I'm assuming the dill cure as well.
That is not. I mean, yeah, you can go there. There's 3 places you could go. There's where you're at, which is underneath the clinic. There's underneath the brewery, and there is next to the mine.
Oh, well. Cure mine. What do you think, Zeke?
Mine?
The mine?
Mine?
All right. To the mine. It's dark down here.
If
Do you
not,
bring
then
any
there'll be
light?
at least more salt for us to use.
To the mine. I try and go through the sewer with a giant axe.
Amazing. You will reach the mine entrance, as you go, there's like a broken area of the sewer that leads into what is clearly a mine shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Strange to find a mine shaft at a mine.
Well, connected to the sewer, which is a little weird.
Yeah, that is unusual.
Yeah. As you go in, you come across a giant opening, a cavern, and you see this incredibly pristine pool of water, you presume.
A translucent kind of goo almost.
Yeah, and to the right, you see a large boulder of salt.
I think I know what we need to do.
Chosen one, I will follow your lead.
Come forth. We excise the demons. I'm gonna go for the boulder of salt. I'm gonna try and start pushing it towards that puddle.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Zeke, you don't get out very much. Let me introduce you to a term called leverage. And I'm going to get the axe.
Excellent. Salt the wound, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. As you kind of rotate it, you a little bit wonders, why is this salt in the salt mine? Why is there this creature here next to this giant thing of salt?
You give us way too much credit.
What could ever it be? Maybe it's producing the salt or excreting the salt. None of that matters as you tumble this salt into this giant creature. And as you do, it turns into a pool of blood.
Mm.
As we move up to Dewey.
Still no
Oh no, Dewey.
Dewey, you what are you up to? Where are you going? The woods, you said?
He was wanting to go to the woods. Yes, I think he would have started making a break. But they went into the sewer, yes?
Yes.
Would he have seen them disappearing into the sewer through a sewer entrance, or would he not have seen that? Do you think?
You can you would have seen that. Mm-hmm.
I think maybe he would have started to the woods. He would have second guessed, made sure the rifle was loaded, and then would have come down kind of slinking behind, because he is very stealthy and he does have a feature, sneaky. And he would have following very ways behind, but trying to figure out what this all is about. Can't avoid the mystery, and he also can't have loose ends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as you're coming through the sewer, you're a little behind them. So you will see above you a small pool of translucent liquid kind of dripping onto the floor.
Okay.
As it's kind of cooling in the ceiling and kind of dripping down.
Interesting. I mean, we've already established he just touches everything. So yeah, he touches this and kind of lets it drip into his palm.
Yeah. It feels slimy and pleasant to the touch.
Okay.
You kind of feel a kinship with it, but you don't know why.
All right. I keep moving forward, pursuing. And do I see them at any point? Do I witness them?
Yeah. As you get in, you see them with a giant axe wedging this salt into the pool.
I'm
as it's-
supervising. Yes, push it.
As it immediately turns into a pool of blood.
Does that do anything to me?
No, you don't feel so.
Okay. I think just echoing through the caves, he just a little glint from the scope as it raises. You just hear, maybe it has something to do with the Knoll people, and he'll take a shot. And I think that the one person that maybe he is afraid of might be Vera, because Ezekiel tried to save him, but Vera tried to kill him. And so he doesn't want to do anything to Ezekiel, but he would take a shot at Vera because she's also well armed.
Jimmy and Ezekiel are downstairs. Vera and Melanie are.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's
Not
only the
there.
two of them.
Yeah.
Then Jimmy.
Sorry,
Jimmy with
Jimmy.
the axe.
Second choice as well.
Amazing.
Jimmy with the axe.
As we take that still shot of Dewey aiming at Jimmy, Melanie, your dad comes in his police car and at your beck and call and says, Melanie, what's going on? You talked about something as...
Yep, I would have turned to look at him as he gets out of the car. So my while my gun is still trained on her, I am not.
I smash the
Completely
window
focused.
and I blast the flamethrower through the window.
I
Love
shoot
it.
the disable in response, but only after it's already happened.
These guys said, "Don't trust the cult members; they'll betray you." We're working great together.
As that is where we will end this session.
Fantastic.
Oh
So good.
my! Well, as
man.
as we
You
come
can
to
be
an
all
end,
over the place.
as we come to the end of another fantastic session. First, thank you all for joining us on this tale, this journey. But we're not done. Please join our Discord server. There will be an epilogue posted soon. We're going to record that right afterwards, so you can find out what happens to Axeman, otherwise known as Jimmy, Dewey the Ranger Duck, Ezekiel the Chosen One, and Vera and Melanie. Maybe they go off and that's a buddy comedy coming up
Oh, I
eventually
don't think
sometime
it
near
is.
you. Who knows? But before we go, we want to thank Rook behind the glass for making us look and sound halfway decent, and Clouds in the chat with the band sword swinging whatever, making sure everything is properly moderated. And of course, one time around the horn, everybody tell people where they can find you, starting with Lord Wainwright.
Yeah, you can mostly find me on here for streams and such. Otherwise, I do voice acting and some pro DMing with the Lord Wainwright, Roll20, that sort of thing. That's all.
Excellent, excellent. Violet.
Oh, you can always find me right here. Hit points not required. During our streams, either playing or hanging out in chat, we have happy hours where we just talk about TTRPG related nonsense. Whatever else we're doing in our Discord, I'm always around.
Indeed, indeed. Vi.
You can find me at Violent Fire on Instagram if you want to see high quality pictures of my cats.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to see high quality pictures of cats in general? I mean, that's just the way it goes. Carly.
Yeah, hi. You can find me at Carly Steichen on the socials, where you will see high quality pictures of my dice and people at places, because yay photography. I also make dice, and you can find those at Armadillo Dice on Etsy. Otherwise, I'm around to play games or fun games. I do things.
Excellent. Anonymous MJ.
Hey, yes, you can find me on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, all over the place. Blue Sky, at Anonymous MJ. The O's are zeros, all one word. You can also find me at twitch.tv/Alters and Adventures, where we do twice a week streams. Some are D&D, some are variety gaming streams, some are Smash or Pass, and we do some collaborations here on Hit Points Not Required as well. But you can always catch me here every so often as well. So.
Yes, please check out our YouTube channel where part one of that collaboration, a 10 Candles tragic horror tale that also involved some arson.
It did. Sure
That
did.
is up right now. Second part will be up soon. In addition, next week we will be bringing back some more D&D with part one of a 3-part series branching out from our one-shot format. And May 14th, mark it on your calendars. Subscribe to whatever YouTube, here on Twitch. We're on both, so I don't know why I said that. We are simulcasting. And be ready for an amazing, amazing start to a studio session that we did called The House of Ill Repute. I am Chuckles. I am here. I am a lot of places. Follow me at Chuckles on the socials. That's Chuck with an L-A-Z. I'll be in Vancouver soon. We will have some sort of meetup in Vancouver. Maybe Boston coming up soon. Just follow me on the socials. You'll find out. And in the meantime, everyone, have a great evening. Thank you all for joining us. We love you all. And remember, hit points are not required to help out a good cause. Night, everybody.